U.S. President Joe Biden has made his first major move against Russia. He's imposed sanctions on Russian officials and businesses in response to the poisoning and jailing of Alexei Navalny. The Kremlin critic was poisoned with a nerve agent Novichok in August and arrested when he returned to Moscow after receiving treatment in Germany.
Well, we're standing by for a press briefing by the White House press secretary, where we hope to learn more about these actions. What we can tell you so far from a background briefing with reporters is that this will include 14 businesses and one entity, as well as 7 senior members of the Russian government.
Reports of alleged Israeli strikes in Syria have become almost routine, but the strike on Sunday night might be different. It comes just 3 days after an Israeli-owned ship was the target of an attack in the Persian Gulf, which Israel blames on Iran. Reports in Syria say the latest strike did not target Iranian installations in the area of the Damascus airport, as Israel usually does, but hit an area south of the Syrian capital where Iranian forces are present, meant to protect the local Shia population from the Sunni majority. Israel, as usual, is keeping quiet. Iran, for its part, denies it was behind the attack on the Israeli-owned ship. Both sides may not be interested in a major escalation, but everything indicates that a low-intensity war between the two nations is already being fought.
New satellite images show North Korea has built new structures to conceal a facility believed to be used to store nuclear weapons. This is according to CNN, which disclosed images captured by space company Maxar Technologies in mid-February and were analyzed by experts at the Middlebury Institute. It explained the regime seems to have made attempts to conceal its Yongdeok-dong site. CNN adds that it was carried out over 2020, quoting experts who explained the regime had intended to conceal a pair of underground tunnel entrances that lead to the facility where Washington believes nuclear weapons are stored. Seeing the new images reaffirmed the belief of many U.S. national security officials and experts that the North continues to actively develop nuclear weapons. CNN reported that the regime is also taking steps to hide the stockpiles it has already produced.
The third accusation against New York Governor Andrew Cuomo comes with a picture published in today's New York Times. On the left, Anna Ruck at a 2019 wedding where she just met Cuomo. She tells the Times he put his hand on her bare lower back. She removed his hand with her own. Then he placed his hands on her cheeks and asked, "Can I kiss you?" Confused and embarrassed, Ruck says, "I turned my head away and didn't have words in that moment." Unlike Cuomo's other two accusers, Ruck did not work for the governor or the state. For New York Democratic Congresswoman Kathleen Rice, it was enough, tweeting, "The time has come, the governor must resign."
And a makeshift taxi rank in Bellville, Cape Town, is causing trouble for residents and even hampering services in the area. There are hundreds of taxis lined up on the main road, on smaller streets and even in front of people's homes.
This taxi rank is situated in Ballardale, less than 500 meters from the official Bellville taxi rank. Residents living here say the taxis often block driveways, streets and even hamper refuse removal services in the area. But safety is the biggest concern, especially in light of recent incidents of taxi violence. Affected residents have complained to the City of Cape Town, but claim the matter is just getting worse. For its part, the city says it has informed various law enforcement and regulatory authorities about the situation, including the SAPS and the Western Cape Transport MEC.
Boeing has raised concern over the design of a jet made by its European rival Airbus. The model in question is the extra long-range version of its newest plane, the A321neo. Boeing says it could pose a fire risk due to its fuel tank. In a submission to European regulators, Boeing said the design of the fuel tank, intended to increase the plane's range, posed many potential hazards. In most jets, fuel is carried in wings and central tanks, but to meet demand for longer routes, Airbus plans to mould a tank directly into the fuselage. Its shape would follow the contours of the jet and carry more fuel. The design is crucial to the A321XLR's main marketing ploy, to be the longest range of any single-aisle jet, and is due for release in 2023.
While many of his books are beloved for their zany characters,
what's the cat in the hat?
Today's decision to stop publishing 6 Dr. Seuss books comes after they've been criticized for spreading racist images. For example, the book, And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, a character described as Chinese, has 2 lines for eyes. And in If I Ran the Zoo, 2 characters portraying people from Africa are shown shirtless, shoeless, and wearing grass skirts. In a statement, Dr. Seuss Enterprises said, working with a panel of experts and educators, the decision was made last year because these books portray people in ways that are hurtful and wrong.